Hello and welcome to Going Global. I'm your host, Chung Se-mi. Last time on Going Global, we shared a story from Nepal's capital city, Kathmandu, and it's heartbreaking that the country was hit by the most devastating earthquake ever in 81 years. Fortunately, international aid groups and governments have immediately started sending support and assistance to Nepal, and global efforts are pouring in to help the earthquake victims. And just as there is a saying, the world is one, I'm sure what they need right now the most is our continued love and support. We hope the world can help Nepal overcome the disaster as quickly as possible. And today we start off with a story from Thailand. The Korean wave, or Hallyu, is as strong as ever in Thailand. There are a lot of people who can speak Korean fluently and know about Korean culture very well. And they can be definitely called experts on Korea. And a group of young Thai people are working as volunteers to promote Korean culture and tradition in their country. So let's take a look at what kind of activities they're doing.
They carefully serve tea to the visitors. The visitors taste the tea and a smile crosses their face. The free sample booth for Korean cuisine bustles with visitors. The event for Korean cultural experience was organized by a group of volunteers consisting of local college students. All of the students are majoring in Korean language so they can speak fluent Korean. They also have a good knowledge of Korean culture and tradition, such as fan dance, calligraphy, and tea ceremony.
친구들, 와, 넌 한국 문화에 대해 어떻게 그렇게 잘 알아? 라고 말했어요. 그리고 우리 활동에 대해 말할 때 잘 들어줘요.
The volunteer group was launched by a private Korean cultural organization in September last year. There are currently 12 members. They participate in various Korean cultural activities and promote the taste and flavor of Korea.
한류로 한국을 좋아하게 된 젊은이들이 대학 봉사단 참여를 많이 문의하고 있고요. 앞으로 자원봉사 단원을 한 1000명까지 늘릴 계획입니다.
The young volunteers in Thailand are promoting not just Korean pop culture, but a variety of Korean culture and tradition. They are playing an important role as cultural diplomats connecting Korea and Thailand.
We hope these young people who love Korean culture will play a part in bringing Korea and Thailand closer. And hopefully, we can see more volunteer groups like them in other countries as well, so that Korean culture can be spread across the world. Next, one of the poorest countries in Europe, Moldova, is far from having enough libraries. But with the help of the Korean government, the country now has a small library for children, and it's becoming a dream place for many of them. Let's find out about the small library in Moldova.
This is a library in an elementary school in Moldova. From early morning, children are lining up to borrow books. The 40-seat reading room is packed too. There are more than 3,000 books in this library, including storybooks that the children like. Korean folktales that are translated into English are among the children's favorites.
Când am intonat imnul Coreei, am simțit o bucurie. Eram bucuroasă fiindcă știu imnul Coreei și le pot mulțumi învățând imnul.
The United Nations World Tourism Organization (STEP) Foundation created the library with the Korean government's support. It's an initiative to provide learning opportunities to children who live in countries with a poor educational environment.
În școala noastră, o jumătate din cărți sunt în grafie chirilică și chiar duceam lipsă de literatură bună, literatură în grafie latină. Ceea ce am primit în această bibliotecă, în cadrul proiectului, este un lucru enorm de frumos.
The UNWTO STEP Foundation have been establishing libraries since 2007 with the help of the Korean government. 160 libraries have been established so far in 20 countries, including Ghana and Cambodia. The Korean government provided the entire 7 billion won budget for the library project.
교육으로서 가난을 극복하는 게 가장 중요하고 또 한국이 좋은 그 선례이기 때문에 1년에 한 20개 정도를 저희가 조성할 계획에 있습니다.
Thirsty for learning and knowledge, children in Moldova were touched by the attention and love they received. Through this small but loving library, they will now look ahead to a brighter future.
We hope that the library can help children in Moldova plan bigger and dream bigger for their future. Many young Koreans who were born and raised overseas go through an identity crisis as they grow up. But a recently released book is helping them find their identity. Let's read more about it.
Am I Korean or American? Confused about her identity, the young girl compares herself to bibimbap, or rice with mixed ingredients. People of different cultures living in the American society are described as colorful banchan, or side dishes. This story is from the book Soul Food, which is about the lives of second-generation Korean Americans growing up in America as they experience identity crisis.
지금 이 생각하고 내가 지금 겪고 있는 갈등, 이런 서퍼링 하는 게 나 혼자만의 문제가 아니고 우리 모두의 문제고 참 공감이 많이 되는 부분이 있었다.
The book was written by Sae Koo, a second-generation Korean American who has a PhD in education and also studied psychology and counseling. Koo also went through an identity crisis during her adolescent years. But she couldn't find any book that dealt with such problems.
We need to tell the Korean Americans who are going through an identity crisis is that it's okay. So it ties in with Korea and as well as the human being, the human soul.
The book has about 30 short stories from Koo's life, including stories of conflict between Korean-born parents and their American-born children, and difficulty in entering mainstream American society. Not only Korean Americans, but any reader can relate to the stories that are based on her experiences.
She's a real keen observer of other people and really thoughtful, and clearly was an observer from very early on. And I think it's her observations and reflections on the challenges that other people are going through can be really helpful, even if you don't come out of that background or out of that community.
Koo hopes that her book can become a small guide for younger Korean Americans. Starting with Soul Food, she plans to publish 2 more books and complete the series.
A lot of people choose to explore the outdoors on warm spring days, but some choose to go to a marketplace where they can meet all kinds of people and products. And in a city in the Netherlands, a regular marketplace opens every week, and you can find everything you need there. Let's take a look.
Zwolle is a commercial city located about 120 kilometers northeast of Amsterdam. A large weekend market is open at the city plaza. From colorful flowers to fashion items like clothes and bags, and even household items. You can find just about anything at this marketplace. And of course, different kinds of food. From early morning, the market is full of people trying to buy freshly baked breads and fresh vegetables and fruits.
Aardbeien en stroopwafel. Gezelligheid.
Ja, het is gezellig. Ja? En het is goedkoper. Kunnen jullie ook €5 dan in de supermarkt. En jullie vinden het heel leuk om een visje te eten op de markt. En volgens mij houden ze in Zuid-Korea ook al van vis.
The marketplace is for street vendors who don't have a proper store to sell their goods. The city of Zwolle started opening the city plaza for street vendors twice a week in 1990. 52-year-old Jan Bush has been taking part in the marketplace for 25 years since the very beginning. He makes a popular Dutch snack called stroopwafels. Waffles made from 2 thin layers of bread with a caramel syrup filling in the middle. This is his main source of income. As he had no financial means to open up a proper store, the marketplace was a big help for his family.
Het voordeel van de markt. Ja, je staat dichter bij de mensen, vind ik. Je kunt veel vrijer leven. Veel minder kosten als in de winkel. Het moet echt veel minder kosten als in de winkel. Kijk wat een standplaats van de markt kost. Het is relatief weinig ten opzichte van een winkel.
About 180 street vendors like Bush gathered at the Zwolle marketplace. In order to participate in the marketplace, street vendors must visit City Hall to get their approval ahead of time. The registration fee for taking part in 5 different markets in Zwolle anytime is 1,000 euros, or 1.19 million won a year. There's also a 1-day fee for vendors who are unable to pay a large sum. It costs 17,000 won for stalls and 20,000 won for vehicle vendors. The vendors pay the fee to the marketplace manager.
Ja, dan help je de mensen op gang, je helpt hier en daar wat. Maar over het algemeen dan wijst het zich vanzelf, de meeste zijn vaste kooplieden, dus die weten hun plek.
The growth of e-commerce and retail giants offering low-priced products have a negative impact on the sales of street vendors. However, they are fighting back with their customized service. They now accept credit cards for payment and offer an online pre-ordering system so that the customers can pick up their orders on the market day.
Maar je ziet ook wat meer specialistische kraampjes terugkomen en hele specialistische markten ontstaan. Dus daar waar de normale handel een beetje afneemt, komt de specialistische handel weer terug. Dus echte delicatessen worden ook verkocht op de markt.
More than 1,000 street marketplaces pop up all across the Netherlands every week. They are open markets for about 18,000 street vendors. A cozy, friendly environment to do business. The marketplace is always filled with the smiles, energy, and generosity of the street vendors.
Did you enjoy the special marketplace in the Netherlands? It looks both similar but yet a little bit different to a Korean marketplace. Maybe I should check out a 5-day traditional market here in Korea before spring is over, and I hope you do get a chance to visit one too. Now, let's go over to the United States. A Korean chef who runs a small restaurant in New York is captivating the taste of many New Yorkers. Let's meet Chef Sung-gyun.
A neighborhood in Brooklyn, New York City, Williamsburg is an Epicurean hub. It's not an easy thing to satisfy the taste buds of all individuals who come here. But the small restaurant is already well known for its fine food. The chef's busy preparing his special dishes in the kitchen. He cooks a French-style braised short ribs made with Korean ingredients. What does it taste like?
That is the best dish I've ever eaten in my life, no question. And I'm 64 years old. I've eaten a lot of food. Best dish I've ever eaten. Best.
Sung-gyun was an ordinary office worker. But after falling in love with food while traveling in China, he wanted to become someone who can make others happy through cooking. His parents also ran a restaurant, so he's always had a desire for cooking.
아, 내가 이걸 먹으면 맛있고 즐겁고 아름답다라고 생각하는 거를 나 자신의 믿음과 동시에 그런 똑같이 남에게 내가 원하는 걸 준다라는 그런 철학으로 음식을 만들어요.
Park eventually quit his job in his late 20s and started working as a chef assistant. He focused on his studies as he was a latecomer in the culinary arts field. He opened his restaurant 5 years ago. Serving a unique mixture of Korean and French cuisines, the place quickly became famous by word of mouth. Park also continues to develop new menus made with the freshest seasonal ingredients.
나보다 달라야지 똑같아서는 안 되고요. 제 생각에는 항상 새로운 거를 만들어내고 추구해야지 남들을 쫓아가지 말자. 남 부러워하지 말고 남 쫓아가지 말고 내가 항상 내가 믿고 좋아하는 거를 개척해 나가자.
The bistro has only 12 seats. Park could have expanded it if he was aspiring for a bigger place. But he wants his restaurant to be a special place where people can share their life stories, not just a place where food is served. Whether it's because of the delicious food or the conversation they had with the chef, many of the customers become regulars.
About once a week, I would say. So he's respecting French cuisine pretty well. The balance of all the tastes are there.
Chef Park cooks all day long in the hot kitchen. But he has never thought of his work as tiring.
고된 일을 하고 집에 들어와서 자는데 다음날 생각하면 마음이 설레요. 다음날 가서 내가 요리를 하고 일을 할 생각하면 마음이 설레. 그게 가장 그런 순간들이 참 즐겁고 소중한 것 같아요.
Chef Park gets excited just thinking about how he can make people happy with his cooking. His cooking is passion.
When I go to New York one day, I'd better visit Chef Park's restaurant and taste his cooking. Well, I hope you enjoyed the stories we shared today on Going Global. A British couple has recently become the oldest newlyweds in the world. The groom is 103 years old and the bride is 92. Well, it turns out that they have been together for 27 years and will finally get married in June this year. I wish them nothing but happiness and full of love. And Going Global will continue to bring you stories for a long, long time. We'll be back next week with more fascinating and exciting stories. Till then, stay healthy. Thank you for watching.